Welcome back to a new episode of Fit the Description, where various black men come together to talk about life, society, entertainment, culture, news, and whatever else we want to talk about from black men's perspective. I'm your host, G, and today we're joined here with B. If you'd like to introduce yourself real quick.
Yo, you guys, it's Brandy Vernon. Glad to be back for another round, and let's see where this goes, you guys.
And we also got Norris on here that we rarely see, that only comes on for like a second and leaves, which that's kind of my fault tonight. But yeah, man, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hey, I'm Norris, checking in. Sometimes it's spotty, but I'd rather be trying.
And we have a few more people that are running late, but they'll try to be here when they can. So it is what it is. I was trying to decide what topic I want to talk about tonight, actually, because I was thinking about doing an audible because there's so much going on in the world. But since we got the right people here, even though we're missing one person, we're gonna go ahead and go into it. We're gonna do a deep dive tonight. So before this starts, let me just tell everybody a couple of things, make a few announcements. Just so you know, we are on Spotify. You know, you go to Spotify for the description. We are on there. So if you just want to hear us audio, just so you know, it is delayed. So if you want to hear the most recent episode, you gotta check it out here on YouTube. Also, I am still working on the Patreon. That should be up hopefully by August. I mean, I know I already said it, I'm working on it, but there's still some things I gotta figure out. But you know, I'm trying to get it done, trying to get it ready. So that is going to happen. And also, I need to update on the website, which I will figure that out because I know I said that's coming up. So that's still being worked on. Definitely stay tuned. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started. So I mean, I hope y'all ready tonight because this entire podcast is going to be an entire deep dive. And we're going to try to go through everything that we can on the womensphere, I guess I would like to say it or call it. So we're going to go ahead and go through an entire deep dive because I know we have talked about this subject on older podcasts. And I know, you know, especially talking to B behind the scenes, I know he said there's some things that he would like to recorrect. There's some things that I would like to add on to and recorrect. And yeah, just, you know, giving various black men's thoughts. So this is going to be a total deep dive episode, and we're going to go into all our feelings about women, modern day women, dating, all that stuff. Like this is the podcast for all that. So anyways, I'll start off with Juby. I know last time we talked about the I don't know if I'm allowed to say red pill, so we'll just call it the RP community. And you know, talk to you. You say you didn't really have a good definition of it, so I was wondering, man, like, would you like to redefine it? And I'll give you, you know, just give you one more shot to kind of recorrect some of your statements that you feel like you got wrong.
Okay, yeah. So, I can't remember what I said last time. I was just kind of like all over the place, yeah. But you know, the red pill. So, how you gotta understand, true, how I see, yeah. So, how most people see the red pill, right? It's about mostly it's talked about with women and the westernized behavior of women today, and all the things that you have to be aware of in order to survive their game. You know, the trickery that they do in order to even try to mess you up as a man. So that's how most people view the red pill today. But the philosophy of red pill, it comes from the Matrix, right? Mm-hmm. So how I view red pill, because all it is a philosophy. You know, it's different opinions, right? It's not a solid foundation. It's not a fact, right? but it's a philosophy where it makes sense to a degree. So, but for me, how I view red pill is mastery of life. Understanding not just women, understanding yourself as a man. Um, mass mass um build yourself up first, help others along the way, build a team, gain wealth, um, find a higher source of power, stay healthy, understand the system in every aspect that will try to destroy you. Politicians, law, um, the school system, the whole system in general. You have to understand how the system is here to keep you down, and it's not just on the on a black, white, mix, Hispanic, or when we're talking about red pill, it's not. It has nothing to do with that because everyone is part of. Everyone is within them in their system, and everyone has a certain tribe that they must is part of a certain tribe that they must master, right? So every culture got their own difficulties in what they have to overcome in order to survive, and this is what we have to realize. So, and it's not even about just men too. Is also with women, you know, there. If we're going off the matrix, right? There were women that took the red pill and woke up. So yes, they know the truth too, you know, and they have to do everything in their power to survive as well. So is it's a lot deeper than what everyone is talking about when it comes to this red pill talking point. Most people is just like I said, they're just talking about women. They're just talking about, oh, you just gotta work out and uh, do good on your job. You're trying to make money, and that's it. And it goes far deeper than that. So yeah, you guys. I just say for the viewers, not to just listen to me, not to just listen to all these other YouTubers, but actually do your research. Actually, watch the movie The Matrix and understand what they're talking about. Now, you guys, I have to go here. But if you really want to know red pill, if you really want to understand how life works, guys, just read your Bible, and it will tell you everything that, or most things that you need to know that are important. But all right, all right, G. That's all I really want to say for now.
I guess you know what, Norris.
Yep.
I know you've been off the dating market for a long time. I know you've been off for a while, but let me ask you this, and I hope this is the right question to ask you. But probably looking on things outside. I know you've been out there. I know your job lets you be around a lot of people. What do you see? Sorry, I'm trying to think how to phrase this. This might be too generalized, but we'll try it out. This might be a total generalized question, but I'll try it out. What do you see? What do you see going on in today's world when it comes to men and women? Just lifestyle and living, the message that they're putting out, and yeah, just kind of like the lifestyle today, and and kind of message are being put out. I think that it's a little too vague, but you know,
Okay.
what do you see?
You can leave it there if you want.
Yeah. Well, this is a start because I mean I want to go deeper, but I'm trying to, you know, I'm also trying to bring you into this conversation too.
Okay. There's a few key words in there that I'm gonna start mentioning. First of all, disclaimer. You might get your feelings hurt by the things that I am about to say. It's not meant to be hurting people's feelings. It's really meant to be just understanding and information. And it's my opinion. So yeah. But to, I guess, get straight to the point, one of them would be stop the sexualization in general. Like,
hold on. We'll come to that later.
I'm going to all of it though. I'm gonna get to what you're talking about.
Yeah, but no, like I want to. I have a podcast specifically for that. So
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm more because I'm trying to keep this hyper.
And I'm gonna bring it back in and whirl it back in. One of the things that I look at as well is, okay, some people read books, some people watch TV, entertainment factors, different things for different people. But one of the things like looking at TV or social media or stuff like that, it's been a constant message of disrespect.
Yes.
And I go, at the end of the day, I see a lot of people really out here, like in general, most people want to be respected from what I understand and know about life. That's what I got an understanding of. But at the same time, there's always this constant message of disrespect that's happening to both sides of women and men.
Exactly.
So with that comes this disrespect factor of intentional disrespect because I see it on TV. So I think I'm going to bring this into real life and let's see what happens. And in all actuality, it's like, that's not how you're supposed to treat one another. And it goes into this portion of a double standard, if you would say. And with that double standard is, I don't want you to do this to me, but I'm going to do it to you. And when you start getting to stuff like that, that mentality is kind of one-sided and messed up, is all I'm going to say about it. But at the same time, of that happening, we're starting to go into, oh, well, where's the parenting? What's going on? Like, was that allowed when you were a teenager? Did your parents know about that? Or whoever was taking care of you at the time? So you're starting to question a couple of things of like upbringing. Yep. What are they currently interested in? Like their lifestyle in a sense, I guess. Yep. And it can become frustrating because one person, because we're talking about relationships, I guess you could say here.
Yeah.
One person could be very one way and very much, I guess you could say, on the disrespectful side. And the other person is not so much. And then it comes into this territory of, it's like one person might get ran over because of the disrespect factor. And then with certain people, you try to do stuff like that, their moods switch and go, you might flick a switch like a PTSD kind of thing, and literally they flare up and then they start being super disrespectful. And then it becomes this hurt people. And then it's like, it gets messy real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I just want to say this before I go ahead to insert myself in this conversation. Be aware this is more, at least coming from my end, I'm more generalizing it. So understand that there are exceptions. There are definitely exceptions in the rule, but I'm not coming from a place of exceptions. I'm coming from a place of generalizations of what I've seen and what I've dealt with. And I definitely agree that I think both parties definitely have some responsibility on how the world is today and how it's going. And again, this is not to shit on anybody. This is just, just bringing things to light that I've been seeing and, been hearing about, listening to, talking about, and even experienced for myself. So did you guys see that video that I posted in the group chat? The particular one of the girl of like the girl who was rapping. It was like a preview. It was like a preview video. All right, you know what? Let me see if I can play it so you guys can hear it. I'm gonna try it. Let's see.
Okay, it's on 56 seconds.
Yeah. All right. AB.
Yeah.
Can you mute your? Well, actually, can you mute your mic? I'm gonna play. See if Norris can hear it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Norris.
I'm listening.
Can you hear it though?
Yeah, kind of. I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll just say yeah.
So, if you want to see the video that we're talking about, I'll leave a link down below. So click on that link, watch the video, and then come back so you know what we're talking about.
Wow, that's kind of some of the stuff I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, you see, like that. This is where at some point I had to put the blame on the men. Because understand, like this simply like this. This is just how I feel. As a man, to deal with a woman like that that's going to speak to you on that level, or to accept a woman on that level, to me, that lets me know you don't respect yourself as a man. I mean, honestly, I don't blame women for this. I blame more men. And I'm not saying that as a man, like, because I know women take this wrong way, like, oh, woman needs to stay in her place or slave in the kitchen.
These are the type of women that we're focusing on, or men that's just like that. That's what we're focusing on, man. And it's like we gotta get away from these toxic people, bro.
All right, hold on. My bad. I'm back.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But no, you see, and that point. Sorry, I came in late, but I heard what you said. You know, get away from these toxic people. I missed a lot of your points. I don't know exactly what you said.
Yeah.
But this is my whole entire point. I don't really blame the women for being like this, and I'm not saying that you know women need to be subservient to men, or women need to follow us, or they deserve to be in the kitchen. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is you get fucking females like that. It's because men don't have any self-respect for themselves or don't hold themselves to a fucking standard. You know, one thing I want to say is that as a man, it is okay to have a standard for how you feel you should be treated. This is what I'm saying. As a man, you need to hold yourself to a standard to not be fucking played. I'll put it like this: the fact that you're gonna sit there and a dude's gonna fucking deal with a fucking female that's gonna sit there and say, "I wipe my ass on this shit," whatever. Like the fuck. Like that's the kind of fucking woman you want to deal with, nigga. Like have some fucking self-respect for yourself. Like
exactly. There's no way in hell that any man should be having to deal with animal behavior like that, man. That's nasty, man. That's not human. You know, there's something wrong with these people, man. No man should be having to deal with that, bro.
But again, I don't blame mostly the women because you know this goes back to what I said before, and this is a terminology I like to say. Women when it comes to dating, women makes the rules, men play the game. What I mean by that is that whatever the rules are, men will adjust to fit what's going on, like what's happening today. Yeah, you have like you know, like a lot of council culture, whatever, you know, but it's true. Like men, we don't complain, we just adjust, you know. So whatever rules that are set in the dating market, we just adjust to what it is. Like, you know, like a woman like that. Shit, I'm fucking up damn it, I'm getting my logic confused with two different logics. I keep doing because this conversation is
well,
really
I'm glad you just did that because now I want to say something because I'm going. There's a certain caliber or model of person that people associate themselves with.
Yeah.
So there's I guess you could say levels to just talking to somebody or even dating somebody or being boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. Those statuses mean different things. So then it's like even though somebody might claim that they with you in a sense, the title or entitlement isn't necessarily there. So like when you get married, you gotta sign documents, like for real, for real. But when it comes to how you view each other, there's a respect factor on how you view each other. And I would think that there's a conversation that happens before it gets that serious, to sit there and say, this is what I'm wanting and expecting from this relationship, not from you, from this relationship. And if it's not happening, it's time to move on, I would assume. But that whole, well, I felt this way, so I did this kind of thing. Number one, I'm pretty sure the person that she's talking about ain't with her no more like that. Mm-hmm. But she's also putting it out there on social media, this basically bad behavior. And nobody's really going to tolerate that. But at the same time, people think it's funny. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's what goes like to my earlier point. Man, we gotta stop promoting these type of people, man.
You see, I don't even believe in that, dude. I mean, honestly, what I believe in is that we need to hold people to a fucking standard. Is what needs to happen. I mean, for reals. I mean, that would solve a lot of problems if we just sit there and say, I hate to say it, but fuck, I'm gonna say it.
Oh, I got one for you. I'll let you go though. Go ahead.
Okay.
I got one for you.
I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say this. Society today like to sit there and say, we need to protect women, we need to protect women, we need to protect women from all this stuff. The problem is I think we go too far with that and we don't hold women. I hate to say it like this, you know, and again, this applies to all women. The problem is that they keep saying protect women, but it's like, but then like when you call them out on shit, they get angry, like, oh, well, you're a womanist, you're a woman hating, all that stuff. It's like, no, I don't hate you. I don't have an issue with you, but I am going to hold you to a standard. Like this whole entire protect, like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I ain't gonna protect a woman like that. You don't deserve it. If like my whole entire thing is this. How am I when you can't respect yourself? Because this is like to sit there and say crap like that online lets me know that you don't respect yourself. And not only do you not respect yourself, if you don't respect yourself like that, how the hell are you going to respect me? So right there, it's like, oh, we're supposed to protect you, you're supposed to have your back, but I'm going to have to deal with this shit? Hell no. No. If you want to act a certain way, again, I'm all free. The biggest issue today, and I'm just going to say it like this, is today women, you know, they want freedom of choice, which I agree with. You know, they want freedom of choice, be able to be promiscuous, go around, fuck around, date whoever they want, sleep with any guy that they want, whatever. Fine. I don't have an issue with that. The issue is, though, today is that they also want freedom of consequences. And that's where the problem's at. Mm-hmm. But I'll let you go, Norris.
I thought of something funny, like a funny little skit, since everybody doing social media stuff. What if people got fined for cheating? Like, you got to pay a fine. And then you could face jail time. Like, what if that happened? I know things would be a lot different because people respect certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I go. I don't think it should go that way, but let's just play with it. Let's just see what happens. Give it like, I don't know, a probational period, you know, like say, and for I don't know, cheating people cheat, so you don't gotta give it that much time. But literally just do it like a 3-month, 6-month trial run, you know, just to see what's up, to see what happens. Boy, I think things would change. I'm telling you, and it would be so funny because you when you think of things like child support, you know, and people being found at exactly where they are and whereabouts and blah blah blah. What if it was to the point where you get a message directly to you that the person that you in a relationship with, hey, something that'll tell you that this is happening right now. Our satellite imaging. It would be funny. To me, it's funny. For some people, it might not be funny because it's like, some people be feeling guilty because of stuff they do or whatever. But at the same time, I think it's really funny. Why? Because these are real actions that people do. So then if we're trying to force upon a consequence or action to the reaction, I should say, to the action, something like that would change that real fast. I'll say that much.
Go ahead.
What type of arguments? Stop real quick. I just have the type of arguments I hate is when I see people when they invite someone to their show, and then when that person blows up, they want to take credit for that person's all the work that they did. For instance, like the Kwame Brown and Tommy Sotomayor situation. But that's for a whole different. Let's go back. Let's stay on track.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down. We'll talk about that next week. Oh shit! Look who showed up late.
Fuck yeah, showed up at all.
Damn, coming in with hostility and an attitude. What's up, man?
Dragon.
Man,
I thought there was like 30 people on here.
No, man. We were waiting for you for like a half an hour.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, my God. I told you, this 4th of July weekend. You know how busy this weekend is for me, bro?
Yeah, but you did say you were going to be on here last podcast.
And I did. I'm here. Y'all finish talking. I'm going to sit in the background.
No. I need your part of this, actually.
Oh, God.
What do you mean, oh, God?
You just want me to stir up. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm going to definitely bring it.
Oh, I got that picture. I found that picture, too.
Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit. All right. Remember the podcast that I play those guys' podcasts for you, and you said those guys were crazy, whatever?
Uh-huh.
So, one thing that... Sorry about that. All right. Okay, so I play that podcast for you, and you said those guys were crazy, right? Because you said you have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So my whole entire thing, you're like, you see, my whole entire thing, because I had to sit down and think about that, about what you were saying, and like, and the thing is, I do agree with you, where it's like, yeah, like if I don't have kids, but if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want my daughter to date no guy like that. That's true. But the point is, and this is the thing. I don't really want to go on your daughter. I want to be more generalized with it because I don't want to do that. Like, I know what we see and what we want for women and ladies, whatever. But the problem is, it's not our choice. It's what they decide at the end of the day. As long as you don't take away choice, I really don't have an issue. But what I'm saying is, and that's why, you're so important in your daughter's life, or any father's important in a daughter's life, is because you help your daughter to make sure that like she knows what to choose. The problem is that we're looking at it from a male's perspective, where it's like, nah, man, I don't want my daughter fucking with no like that. Fuck, I don't like them. Fair enough. But when you look at it from more of a women's perspective, not saying I'm a woman, but just hearing what they say, I mean, women tend to go for those kind of dudes,
Mm-hmm. There's a point coming somewhere, right?
There was, but I'm going to give you a chance to respond to see if
I'm responding to that. Make your point. I can't respond to that. What do you want me to do? Say, oh yeah, look at it from a guy's perspective. I am a guy. Okay.
That's not what I'm saying, but basically my whole entire point of that argument is, that's why you're so important to be around in your daughter's life, is because you help your daughter choose who they want or don't want. But at the end of the day, though, I mean, your daughter's gonna choose what she wants. So if she wants a kind of guy like that, or a class of man like that, I mean, there's not really much that we can do about it, because again, like, you gotta listen more to what they were saying, because when you really break it down, I mean, to me, they're not really wrong. Because again, it's not really about, the podcast isn't really like what they were saying. That saying wasn't really about what women want. I mean, what we want for girls is about what women, particularly modern women today, what they look for in men. You know, a good point that is made, and I actually do agree with it. Women don't date down, they date up. So when you deal with a certain class of man, it then like this doesn't apply to all men, but when you deal with a certain kind of man, which I've actually seen for myself, you'll basically get, there's more likely you're gonna have to deal with that kind of, whether you like it or not, because you want that kind of man. Now you definitely don't have to go for that. You definitely don't have to deal with that woman if you are willing to date down and lower your standards. But typically, and I could say it too, most women only want to date up. So because you want to date a quality of man, a higher class of man, you're going, a lot of those guys.
Okay. Are you waiting for a response?
I guess you have nothing to say.
No, I really don't. I mean, you okay. This is what you're trying to tell me. You're saying that this is what women want. I don't fucking know it. No, yes, you are. You're
no. Women do
this.
Listen.
Roll back the tape.
No, I know. Listen, no, I'm trying to tell you. No, what I said this is what generally women want.
Regardless, I can't explain that shit to you. I'm not a chick. I'm a guy.
Agreed.
So for you to fucking want me to speak on that shit, I don't know what fucking women go for. How the fuck what do you want me to tell you? All right. I mean, again, the explanation you just gave is great, and in some circles it probably works. Not in mine. I mean, you're saying women want to date up. I'm not. I can speak from a guy's perspective. Men want to date up too.
Nah, the hell no, that's not true.
What? Oh, you want to date a bum chick? Okay.
No, listen. No. Okay. No. Let me make the argument. Let me make the fucking argument. Check this out. As a man, I mean, seriously. No, listen what I'm saying. As a man, if you see a hot girl who works at CVS or Home Depot, you wouldn't want to go talk to her? You wouldn't want to go holler at her? You want to, you want to say nothing to her?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm saying, I'm asking you. Yeah, right?
Yes, but you're thinking about this not as a guy. You're thinking about this as a guy who's trying to prove a point. A guy.
No. This is a guy. No. This is a guy. Because most guys.
No. Shit. Oh, yeah. Look at here. Listen. Let me just explain it to you like this. Let's say you're a dude who owns a business. You make 6 figures, and you mob to the CGS to buy something, right? And you see a hot chick. Are you gonna holler at her?
Yeah. Why not?
Are you gonna try to date her? Or are you just trying to see what's up for the night?
I'll put it to you like this.
No.
Exactly. Listen what I'm saying. No.
That's where women and men differ.
No. Hold on. You're getting it wrong. You're getting it kind of wrong. Because what I am saying, and what that does, is gives that girls an opportunity to speak to me if she so desires. And that's my point. That's where, like you said, men and women differ. Where men typically will talk to the girl at McDonald's or CVS or whatever and say what's up and holler. Yeah, maybe for the night, but it also could last for a long time. All I'm saying is we're willing to date women like that. We're willing to date down. We are.
No, it's not gonna last for a while unless she's willing to level up. Because I don't know any dude who's gonna sit there and chill with a chick that doesn't want to do better.
So wait a minute. So are you telling me if you could provide your woman all the resources, like basically you're a millionaire, you got the house, you got everything, you wouldn't be okay with your woman? We lost Norris.
He was like, yeah, I can't take this no more.
Nah, he's always limited on time. So we were waiting for you, man.
Why didn't you guys have this conversation? You could just edit my part in. My part is quick. I just told you my stance on it. You just don't want to buy it. But trust me.
No. It's not that.
No. It's not that. It's what?
No,
it's not me. It's you. That's what chicks say.
No, fuck that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. No. Okay, I didn't finish my point. You're telling me that if you had millions of dollars, all that stuff, you can provide for the whole entire family. You know, your girl doesn't work no more. You're telling me you would not be fine with your girl sitting at home, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, and be fine with that?
No. That chick has to have some kind of ambition. You kidding me? Because if she's sitting at home, all she's gonna do is spend my money. I'm not a dude who had a silver spoon when he was growing up, bro. I worked for mine. I've made my little empire. It ain't an empire yet, but it's it's kind of like a moat. You know what I'm saying? Working towards the castle. So, I mean, at that point, no, I don't want a chick who's just gonna sit there and blow my money. I need her to understand the value of that shit.
Well, yeah, but you see, and that's where we're similar, but we also disagree. I mean, of course, again. All right, how do I want to explain this? Because again, you're not necessarily wrong, but what I'm saying is it's typically all I'm saying is this. This is my own type, but I'll just get straight to the point. My main point is this: men are willing, whether it's sexually or relation wise, we are willing to look down and talk to a girl that's below us. So if you're a millionaire, it ain't gonna stop you from talking to a girl who works at Home Depot. Women, huh?
Well, okay.
No. Are you seriously telling me that if you see a hot, I'm not talking about when you're married, I'm talking about when you're single and you were successful. You're telling me that you would not, if you saw a hot girl working at fucking Home Depot, you wouldn't say what's up?
Bro, you understand, if I'm rich, I see hot girls in way better settings than Home Depot. The only reason I would go for the Home Depot chick is if I was like, oh, I trust this chick. She's a hard worker. She's not going to blow my money like that. But then even when you get her, she still needs to be some kind of leveled up to really stay with you. You cannot have that chick stay in the same mentality of a Home Depot chick if you're really trying to have a relationship. But
that's not my argument.
What the? Okay, no.
Because no, you're going too far beyond.
You're allowing yourself to holler at this chick because she's hot. But again, if you have millions of dollars, you go to way better places and see way hotter chicks that you're gonna holler at. If you holler at that Home Depot chick, you're gonna, even when you're hollering at her, you're gonna be talking down to her.
But what I'm saying is, but that wouldn't stop you, would it?
That wouldn't stop you because it's something that's like, you're just like, yeah, I can probably get that. Like, I don't know too many dudes who have a shit ton of money that'll go holler at a chick at Home Depot. That's not their game anymore.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that's not going to stop you.
I mean, again, you keep saying that's not going to stop me, but I'm saying it's not going to stop you because dudes will just holler. Like, a guy's going to holler, but it's nothing serious. Like, He's not really going to care.
Exactly.
So what do you mean exactly? You're talking about relationships too.
No, I'm not talking about relationships.
You're saying a chick's gonna date above her. She's gonna want to strive to date above her.
No, what I'm saying typically dealing with women today, you know, and even I've seen it. Most women, not all, definitely not all, but most women will only deal with dudes who are basically above them. Like typically, and it's true. Like,
that's not even true.
Listen to what I'm saying. No,
that's not true.
No,
not true either.
Huh?
You're throwing out vague definitions that make your point right. I mean, typically a dog will fucking bite a mailman if you put a fucking pork chop in his pocket.
But what I'm saying, you can't argue exceptions over generalities.
Are you? Did you smoke weed before you got on here or something? Are you high, dog? Like, literally, you're saying typically a chick is going to freaking talk to somebody who's above her.
That's not what I said. True. That's not what I
okay.
said. You keep twisting my words. That's not what I said. What I said was typically a woman only wants to deal with a dude above her, and you got let me finish my fucking point. My point being is this: typically a woman will like I said, if you ask most women will say the same thing. They want to deal with a dude who's 6 feet in shape, and that has at least 6 figures, if not a millionaire. That's what a lot of women want today. I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying most women, yeah, they want that today. You know, dealing with the women today. What I'm saying is guys are different. Guys have no issue if you're hot enough approaching a woman at a Home Depot. I'm not saying in a relationship wise. What I'm saying is that as a woman you have an in to deal with that guy and talk to that guy if he's willing to deal with you. But that's what I'm saying. Like you having money will not stop you. Well, I mean that does not mean a woman still does not have to prove herself to you. That's where I think you're getting lost in the argument, and why I'm saying you're jumping ahead. No, a woman still has to prove herself to show that she's worthy of you and your love. Absolutely. But what I'm saying is most guys don't have no problem with dealing with the woman wherever she's at in life, as long as she's hot enough, as long as she has some problems. It's whatever. Whereas women, if you talk to most women only really want to deal with dudes who basically are above her, basically who makes more money than her, hotter, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So again, you just said basically most women want to deal with a dude that's above them, and that's not true. But okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'll listen.
I've already said it, and you tell me I'm twisting your words. You say deal with. What do you mean by deal with? Because I just said women don't necessarily need to date a dude who makes more than them.
Okay, I'm listening. Hello?
A dude is attractive.
What? Hello? Hello?
He died.
Yeah, I think he died.
Hello? I'm still here.
Okay, there we are.
Yeah. But yeah. A female will deal with the dude they're attracted to, regardless what standard they have.
Yeah, but it's only temporary.
Just the same shit I said about dudes. The dude's gonna deal with the bum chick because she's hot until he gets what he wants out of her. Then he's bored with her, and they're not on the same playing field. They're not playing the same game. Somebody's playing Xbox, somebody's playing PlayStation.
Yeah, but at the same time, and this is again, this is my argument to you. Like even me as a guy, a woman still can prove herself to me where I will take her on and make her my wife if she could prove herself to me. You know what I'm saying? Most men can do that. Women typically we're like, yeah, a woman will date like the hot dude, whatever. But at the same time, if you're a good dude, which yes, if you're a good guy, because I'll tell you straight up, I know more good guys that are single in the world today than I know good women. But understand that you got a small period of time to get yourself together, or she's gonna kick your ass to the curb.
And the same thing with a dude, except for a dude, it depends on the guy. Some guys won't kick you to the curb; they'll just go out and find something else.
Yeah, but that's kind of different. That's kind of different argument from what I'm making with this particular argument.
I'm just saying, like anything you're gonna say right now is never gonna make sense. You're saying that women choose up, but a guy will choose down. No, a chick will choose down too. A chick will choose down. You know what the difference is though? Guaranteed, right now, a dude will look at his inbox. He'll post a picture up, and he'll probably get maybe 2 or 3 people, whatever, saying it's cool. If a chick is hot, she gonna post something in her inbox, and there's gonna be 5,000 dudes. Not even hot.
I agree with that.
That chick will be average as fuck. Right? And there'll be niggas in her DMs like no other.
Agreed.
That's why women have the option to choose up.
Exactly, but and that's my point. That's literally is the point I was trying to get to, which is literally what it is. Is that women have options. So if they have the options,
why did I get
to going to choose? Do you think they're going to deal with the dude at CVS or McDonald's, or is she going to be able to look into her phone and be like, oh, I could date hot dude from Dubai?
that one because it depends. I've seen plenty of those chicks. I've seen a chick where you're like, how the hell did that dude end up with that chick?
Oh yeah, me too.
I've seen plenty of those. So obviously, it's again not that the chick's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the hot dude from Dubai. So the dude from Dubai is usually gonna fly her out and then fly her ass right back. He's not keeping her again because she's not on his level.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you have options, you're gonna be able to choose what you want. Now, I'm not saying that's gonna last, but I'm saying typically, yes, women are gonna choose the best option.
Why wouldn't you? The dude's gonna choose the best option too.
Yeah, but dudes are different from women.
No, dudes just don't get that many options.
I agree with that, but I'm saying dudes are different from women. Women need a lot more to take you seriously than a man does.
I get it, because men have outies and women have innies.
What?
Yeah, exactly, because men have outies and women have innies.
I mean, that's a basic way to frame it, but yeah.
I mean,
that's a very basic way. But I get what you're saying. It's a super basic way you were framing it.
Yeah, they're different. Exactly, they're very different. Oh my God.
That's it?
I mean, that it? I don't.
I thought you had more to say. I mean, I was like, okay, I'm waiting.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's it. Women have innies and men have outies. That's it. They're different.
Wait a minute. Are you saying they're only different, or are you saying that like on a mental scale they're different?
Period. That's the difference right there.
You're saying that's the only difference?
No, I mean, hey, I've had the privilege of traveling, and I've had the privilege of talking to a lot of people, and I can tell you, there's men that act exactly like women, and there's women that act exactly like dudes.
I agree.
So, I mean, I can't really, I mean, I don't know.
Like I said, but put it like this, because I mean, just like I met all kinds of women, but there's also generalization. There's also generalization of what you deal with. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of that stuff to top, it's a lot more of exceptions. You know, like men. Well, okay, not today. A lot of shit has changed. Because yes, there are a lot more feminine men than there used to be, and it's fucking annoying. I will admit that. Absolutely.
Exactly. Come on, reel it in.
That's actually
right.
Oh no, I'm not proving you right.
Oh shit, you are. We'll let B be the judge of this.
Go ahead, B.
Oh god. I literally hate all these talking points. God, it's life, man. It's not difficult. You deal with the women. You deal with a woman who buys with you, and a woman will deal with you if she buys with you. It's that simple, man. We're out here trying to force ourselves, deal with all these. As a man, deal with all these women you ain't supposed to be with in the first place.
Okay.
Same with the women. They're dealing with a whole bunch of dudes that they ain't supposed to be messing with in the first place.
Agree.
And that's why everyone's fucked up. Learn who you are. Learn who you are. Find out what you like. And then you find someone who will fit in that system that you built. It's that simple.
Agree. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, yeah, for the base 10, I agree.
What are you seeing, Switzerland here? What the fuck? Like, there's no neutral, man. You gotta pick one side, homie.
I'd rather go with neutral than the confused side. Where y'all just talking about? I like my side. It's nice, quick, and easy. Come
on, man. You gotta bring it, dog. Where's Norris? Goddamn, look, you gotta get tiebreaker on here. You got a neutral party right now.
Well, hold on. How come I'm not an option here?
Because you being neutral. The fuck? Come on, man.
That's not neutral. That's not neutral. That is the straight up fact. That's the truth right there. All that, everything y'all say, talking about, that was some alternative as weird, what these YouTubers be talking about type shit. It's not that hard. Not that hard.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of with B. I mean, if you want to just make it simple, he is. Yeah.
Like this is what my problem is with today. We're making up all these terms, high value these and quality that, like guys, especially for the ones that's talking. We don't know how these people lives are in real life. You don't know who to mess with. Do they got chicks? I don't know. These are just all terms, entertainment, man. This is not real life. And these people act like they've never been out nowhere. They never talked to no chicks. They're not surrounded by them or had no female friends or whatever. Same for the girl. What y'all need to do is y'all need to go out, go live a little bit, go to a concert, go meet some people, go learn about human beings, go learn about different personalities, get some experience. It's that simple, man. So when we get caught up with when you start worrying about people's paychecks and if they got a job or not, or this is all materialistic, superficial nonsense, man.
Yeah, like, but depending on who you deal with it depends on who you deal with most people. Even like what Adrian's saying, that does matter a lot. Absolutely, especially if you're trying to keep a relationship, that does matter a lot.
It helps the relation. It helps you when it comes to survivability.
No. As any man who's married, what most of our argument is over. Most
financial.
Men. Yes, financial.
100%.
Yeah. Very important.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean, put like this: the only time financial is not important in life, I'm gonna be honest with you, is when you're young and probably in college or you live with your parents. That's the only time. That's why I say the best time to date or deal with women are literally when you're with your parents or when you're in college. That's like the best time.
Yeah.
Because there's not that much to worry about. I mean, there's a lot of worries, but a lot of it's just over exaggerated.
Yeah.
Like it's super fucking easy to date when you're young and in college. Like there's not that many worries.
Yeah.
At all.
But like I said, well, I yes, most marriages break up from financial. Yes, I understand that, but once again, that's still, even though yes, the results are there, but it's at the end of the day is if relationships being based off of that is just not gonna last long anyway.
Dude, that's all relationships. That's what Adrian and me were trying to tell you. Like this. That's all relationships.
That's not all relationships because if you look back in your old grandpa days.
Okay, you see that you're making it wrong. No, that doesn't work because we're not in our old grandpa days. Yes, that's that's what I'm
trying to say here is we're trying to fill in something. We're trying to replace something that was working to a non-factor that doesn't work. Now that okay, there are a lot more guys that do have money now. Same for females, but why is relationship worse than what it was back then?
There's a lot of, go ahead.
Because what they're buying, because the strength of that relationship is superficial.
Well, yeah, but that's also what you gotta understand. That's I mean, it's actually one of the topics I'm gonna bring up, which is called modern woman versus traditional woman. You know, the thing is that we're looking at things like it's traditional. It's not like that anymore. You know, like yeah, back then when you talk about your grandmothers and your grandfather, it's very different. You're like you could. I mean, I bet Adrian would tell you. You know, you talk to your grandfather and your grandmother. Your grandma, particularly your grandmother, was willing to put up a lot more shit back then than what she's willing to do with now. You know, and that love lasts a lot longer. It's also what she said it right. It was one of the issue is the globalization of dating. You know, like back in the day, if you look at your grandma or grandpa's days, the only person he really had to look towards is like the nigga right down the street or the man across the town or the dude at CVS. Now that the world is globalized and guys, like you said, more men have money, a lot more men, particularly I would say more the simps, are willing to go out and fly this girl and give these girls everything and fly them out if she's hot enough and give her everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. So those traditional values, at least more on the women's side, I would say the men's side, are kind of wavering. So when you say, what's the problem? Like that's part of the problem right there. It's that the dating market, particularly for women, is wide open than what it is for men.
Yeah, but and at the same time, we all agree is a failure. It's a failing system. So what's the point? What's the point of all this?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you the point. If I mean, like you said, it's a failing system. The problem is if we don't get the system back on track, then we're gonna be in a worse position in the long run. Honestly, birth rates are probably gonna be down. I mean, pretty much. I mean, just humanity is gonna suffer because I mean, it's happening in Asian countries like Japan and what's it? Well, China, that's more. I can't say China. China, that's just by decision. But Japan, their birth rates are extremely down. Another thing that it is too, which again, I don't really have an issue with it, but it's true. You also like I said, a lot of teacher women today of like, go out, be career women, go be boss women, all that good stuff. Which again, I'm not saying this, I have an issue with it, but what I am saying is that when you do that, you put a lot of time into that because yeah, women are being told, hey, wait for relationships till you're in your 30s or wait till you get in relationships when you're later, not when you're earlier. And this is the problem that women do run into is that majority of guys, and there are statistics on it. I actually read it. I actually did read it. There are statistics on it. Most men today, most men don't date up, they date down. What I mean by that is it's age range. There's actually studies on this where a lot of men, like when women start getting older, they normally kind of stay close to who they marry. When men start getting older, even I can say that we all still want to date girls in their teens or 20s. Not illegal, but I'm just saying like by probability, most men want to date down. So that's also another issue that women want to start off their life, which again, I'm not against it. I'm all for living your life. I'm all for freedom of choice. Like I said earlier, the one of the biggest issues with women today is that they want their freedom of choice, which I agree with. They should have it, but they also want to be free from consequence, and that's not going to work. You can't have your freedom to choice and be free from consequence. Everybody.
Well, I said when it comes to consequences, it's the powers that run things control the consequences of these women. The laws, pretty much the laws of the land.
Well, no, laws allow basically give women protection from consequences. That's what it is. They give them. It's society. It's the commercials. At the same time, it's also like another thing that also happens is abortions. Abortions became a thing. So now women can go around, fuck around, get knocked up and say, I don't want to have a surgery, knock it out, and keep going. Women are getting more and more freedom from consequences, which is also messing a lot of things up too. And you really can't be free from consequences.
Yeah.
Yo, James, do you have anything you want to add to this?
Nope. Not at all, man. Y'all hit it. Y'all, yeah.
Yeah.
No, man. I'm straight.
I mean, all I'm saying is this, and this is like I said, this is my big point. This is where I see a lot of the issues are coming in from. Again, I am totally fine. Like I tell everybody, one of my core values is choice, and freedoms. Like I mean, that's like my core value. So I'm all fine with women having choice, like all that shit, because a lot of women will use that against me, talking about, oh well, like you must slave in the kitchen, or like you must make me a sandwich or else, like no, like no modern guys like that. like making a sandwich would be nice, like we're not saying to be like, you must slave. No, it's just like, it's nice. It's cool to, when you come home from a hard day work, when you work your ass off, it's nice to, come home with the girl. The girl has a cooked meal, and, she got like like a drink ready for you, and just chilling, like that's just a nice statement. That's not, we're not saying you have to do that,
Well, it's this is just all. This is just nature. When women's natural will want to cook for the family, and make sure that the house is. That's what they naturally do. That's what's supposed. They're supposed to be helpmates, supporters. That's what they naturally are. And women is denying that self, and it's like, oh, we're trying to tell. No, we don't tell you anything. You naturally do that because that's who you naturally are. It seems like we human beings will be the only one who wants to ignore the shit. Any other animal species on the planet, they know the female lion go out to get the food for the family, make sure the family fed, and all these other animals, they know that. But we as humans want to just deny human nature, man.
We as humans have a tendency to take everything out of nature,
Yeah.
I mean, we do. I mean, again, me personally, I don't really have an issue with it personally, because I truly do believe that, again, you are entitled to your choice. Like, I'm all for, the women's rights movement and all that stuff. Today, it's getting a little far, but back then, totally fine for, yes, women should be allowed to work wherever they want. Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Okay, you broke up for a sec.
Okay.
You broke up for a sec. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, women should be able wherever work wherever they want to, be able to do whatever they want, be able to live on. That's not a problem. But the whole entire thing that women have to understand. I mean, well, this is really the big thing. What I'm saying today is that today men kind of get shamed for having expectations. And what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong for you having expectation for who you deal with. That's what kind of what me and James' argument was. I mean, it wasn't, but he kind of was saying it. It's that there's nothing wrong with the man, and which I said earlier in this podcast. There's nothing wrong with the man having a standard. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, y'all women could do whatever you want. But what you gotta understand, that a man could choose not to deal with you if he doesn't want to deal with it, doesn't want to deal with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yes, I mean, there are a lot more women today that don't know how to cook or don't want to clean, which is fine. You don't have to be that woman. You don't have to be that woman to take care of the house or clean whatever. That's fine. But understand, there's a lot of guys that won't deal with you if you don't do that.
Yeah.
You have the choice not to do that. This is when no man is saying you must slave. But my whole entire thing is just saying that decisions you make will affect your pools of suitors, and affect the level that you're on, from the difference between being a woman who you want to marry to a bitch you want to fuck.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Or even a woman you want to fuck. There's levels to this shit. Even though women say, oh, why do men rate us? We hate ratings, but we do that naturally because, yes, you are on different pedestals. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because you got a pussy or a vagina does not mean you're worth being with. You get what I'm saying? No, you have to add more to it. Like I always say, things that men value the most, typically, is basically beauty, your chastity, and your youth to a man. Now, when I say that, a lot of, especially when I talk to women, they take that as, oh, well, you only care about looks. No. That's just what we value the most, but that's not the end all be all. Trust me, I could tell you straight up, I've been around long enough to see dudes date the hot girls, but marry the average girl. Why do you think that is? Because that's just the front part that you have, but there's a second level to that. You know, having those three things get you in the door, but doesn't mean a man's going to marry you because you have all those three things. You got to add value. That just gets you through the door. That just gets the guys looking at you. That gets a guy attracted to you. And yeah, even like in nature, yeah, we definitely, I mean, nature, yeah, definitely, you know, those are the things we value, because in nature as men, you know, it's all like our job, honestly, is to reproduce, you know. And the thing is that, you know, this is, to me, it's more of a nature thing. When you're younger, you have a better ability to bring a child to term without any issues. You know, at the same time, like
they get attracted to that, but it's like, but when they try to approach me and try to talk, it's shit, man. It's like
a fucking train wreck.
Yeah. Exactly. So, man, it's just a shame of where we're at in the society. Where we just lost the abilities to interact with people, man. And that's why everyone's so confused. Just straight up confused, bro.
That's just it. Nobody's ever gonna believe that, because they keep wanting to advance in technology.
Right.
But the more they advance technology, the less people interact with each other.
Exactly.
So it's not where we become, where we've been and where we're going.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we
and
technology.
That's the scariest part.
Mm-hmm. You know, this tech, it was only supposed to be used as a tool to help make daily life easier when it comes to work. It wasn't meant to be this whole online virtual reality type world, and we're taking this shit way too far, man. Way too far, man.
Well,
you get.
Well,
huh?
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this then. Who's to blame? Who do you feel is to blame? I'm talking about dating in a dating sense.
Who? I mean,
in a dating sense.
Well, if we're talking about man and female, I blame both of them.
Why both?
Huh?
Why both?
Because everyone's an individual person, and everyone has their own everyone has their own mission that they have to fulfill and have to do. So so for instance, like for me, all the times that let's say I failed with getting a woman or wherever, or if a terrible woman came into my life that gave me a hard time, I take full responsibility of that, because I think for me trying to get the woman, I think I always think I sit back, reflect, and I think about my actions of the whole process of what I have, everything I've done with that woman, and I look and see that I could have done that better, or that I should have said that, or man, I need to be more confident, or and taking action and taking lead, or so forth. The same for the person who was bad in my life. I think I always have to think, how do I allow this person to come into my life? How where was I mentally? Why? Well, how come I couldn't see this coming? Or if I did see this coming, how come I still allowed it to happen? And so forth. Everyone's responsible for their own lives. So that's why I blame both men and women for their life and where they're at, because you can't blame everyone. You can't blame technology. You can't blame the man, or you can't blame the girl. You gotta sit back and figure out why is all this stuff happening in your life, and why you keep getting the same results or bad results, or why when people enter in your life becomes worse, and so forth. You gotta answer that. You gotta figure out what's the problem. I mean, you gotta fix it.
And you see, with me,
Mm-hmm.
if you're in a, it depends. Like that is totally. I mean, that's not really my question, but I get what you're saying, and that is right depending on how you phrase it. But to me, particularly when we talk about online stuff, in my personal opinion, I totally blame the men. Absolutely, more than I blame the women.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being, who's the ones who pay for all this stuff? Who's the one to fund these women and allow them? Who's the one to fly them out? Who's the one that gives all these women all this stuff? You know, who's the one that rewards this kind of behavior? A lot of the time it's men. This is why I say it goes back to what I'm saying. As a man, you have to have a standard for yourself of who you fuck with and who you deal with. Now, I do want to touch back to what you're saying on you know, how do I let a woman come into my life? How do I let this happen even though I see the sign? Number one, it depends on when you're saying it too. You know, like if you're talking about when you're like a teenager in your early 20s, that's fine. You know, you're young. Hell, I fell into some girl I shouldn't have fucked with. You know, it happens. You know, it's all about learning. So I'm not necessarily going to blame a young man for making a bad decision. You know, but as you get older, yeah. But I do agree as a whole when it comes to dating. If you want to talk about more generalized as a whole, definitely everybody. I mean, more in a more general sense, yeah, definitely everybody has something to blame because you choose who you want. You know, if you want to again, if you and again if you as a woman wants to date a guy that's fucking bad, put it like this, and like I tell people, I can say this now, you know, because I've been alive long enough now to actually see this time and time again. You know, I've been alive long enough now I can actually say this where I haven't seen women date the bad boy, go out, get so abused, whatever, decide to go with the good guy, get bored of the good guy to go back to the bad boy. And by the time that she's ready to date the good guy, she has so much baggage behind her that it's like the good guy kind of doesn't want you at that point, you know?
Yeah.
And and that's the thing where again, that's the decision. Like that's why I say yes, as women, you definitely hold some blame in this too. You know, you're the ones who choose to deal with these kind of guys. You're the one. You're a lot of y'all are the ones that choose to deal with these kind of dudes and not vet them or not choose who the best one is for you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's on you. So I totally agree with you. Where I say both parties definitely have blame in your individual life and who you choose to hook up with and who you choose to sleep with and who you choose to be with. But
Mm-hmm.
my question was more on online dating. And when I look at online dating, I would definitely say it's more men are more at fault here. You know, we're the ones who are spending, most men are the ones that are really spending the money on these women, you know, just because they show a pair of tits on their screen. Whatever issues men are going through, whether they're lonely or they're depressed or this is the only way they can find love, whatever, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it really is more of these guys. Remember, who are the what is the sex that invests more in porn than any other sex? It's men. It ain't women. There's women that definitely do watch porn. I'm not denying that. But I'm saying men put more money and put more investment into these things than women do.
True, but those women that do open those type of doors for those men to have access to that, I mean, I don't feel sorry for them for complaining for what they have either, and what type of men that are entering into their life because they open up those doors. They complain about not having good guys and so forth. Well, look what type of doors that you open for these type of dudes to come in. That and the go for guys. You want better women, but look what type of women, look what type of money, look what you're putting your money into.
Well, and this comes to the problem too, bro. This what goes back. It's that what you gotta understand when you're talking out there, most guys don't know or even have the confidence to deal with, talk to, or know how to handle women, and that's a fact. A lot of guys don't.
It's like, okay,
I'm just
go
saying.
out, do something about it.
Yeah, but you also got to understand that it's not easy for every guy to do something about it. I get what you're saying. As a man, it's like, dude, go out there. You're a fucking dude. You're going to have to figure it out. It's a survival of the fittest. If you don't, then you're going to be left on the side. I totally agree with that. But that doesn't mean it's not necessarily an issue. And I mean, this is why. I mean, honestly, let's just be honest. Why is the RP community becoming so big and whatever? It's because yes, it is true. There are a lot of. I mean, hell, I used to be there at one point in time in my life. I got better because like you said, I put myself out there to figure it out, and that helped me out big time. I'll admit that 110%. Absolutely, putting myself out in the world, putting myself in that situation, totally improved myself. Absolutely. But there are a lot of guys that don't know how to do it, that are too shy or can't do it, don't have the confidence within themselves. Now, yes, again, as a man, that's on you to figure out. That's on honest, you know. So I agree with that ruthless mindset, you know. But at the same time, you know, we can't sit there and say it's not a problem like it used to be anymore. Like it used to be anymore. Like because again, the world isn't what it is. It's globalized now. You know, so it's not as easy. It's not as easy for guys to do that like it used to be. Again, I get it. You know, it's called being tough. You're a fucking dude. Figure it out. But at the same time, you know, I mean,
this guy's having a hard time because they have no life experience, man.
yeah.
That is. I mean, if you're gonna stay inside, do whatever, look at the computer screen or play video games all day, or not. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong playing video games. Let me not confuse the audience.
Yeah, but don't revolve your entire life for like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta go out.
Yeah. You can't be consumed in even if you're passionate about it, you still got to go out and interact.
But you know what? Here's another big issue too that people brought up that it's an actual real issue, and that is a lot of problem is too is that a lot of men grow up without having fathers in their life, so a lot of guys grow up not really knowing how to do it. You know, it's easy to say go out there whatever, but if you like as a guy who didn't have a father, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like there's things that as a man that you lack when you don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, bro.
Yeah, but but what I'm saying is it's something you don't understand if you're never been in that situation, you know. And what I'm saying is what my point being is that as simple as it is, what I'm saying, the lack of a father being in a household has also helped to create this major problem, you know. And so the problem is guys had to go to other places and other sources to find these answers because they're not able to get it at home, and that is a severe problem. So that's what I'm saying. It's a bigger issue than just simply and say get out there when it's like hell they have no guidance. So to tell people to go out there, that's why you know you get guys going out there talking to women and being like, oh you're weird, whatever, get scarred and then run back home because they don't know get how to do it. So I get what you're saying. What I am saying that it definitely is it's definitely I really do think a lot of bigger issue too is not having a father in your life. You know, it's very important. It's very important to have a father. You know, he fills in a lot of those blanks that you need. If you don't have that, you basically going to have to figure out the hard way, and some guys aren't able to do that. You know.
Okay, so all right, so I get it. Yeah, I mean